Hello, this is the Weekly Weeks podcast, and I'm your host, Alex. Today we're going to be talking about cryptids, and we have a guest here to talk about cryptids. A cryptids expert, if you could say that. That's whatever. You know what I mean. I think you know what I mean. Anyways, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jordan.
And she's the cryptids expert. So, I don't know a lot of stuff about cryptids because I just don't. All I know about cryptids is Bigfoot is a cryptid, the Loch Ness Monster is a cryptid, and Mothman, I think that's his name.
Yeah,
that's it, just Mothman, is also a cryptid. But today, Jordan's going to answer some questions about cryptids, mainly just one question because it's all I could come up with, but that's okay. And then we're just going to talk about cryptids because, yeah. Anyways, my one question is, what is a cryptid?
There's, criteria to a cryptid, and it's, non-believers, scientific people have a, criteria where it's, there's, a single one of them, and there's, no evolutionary lineage. Like Bigfoot, you would have to pick, am I going to follow the monkeys, or am I going to follow the human side of evolution? And it's, there's not a lot of accounts. Most of the accounts are first evidence, eyewitness accounts.
Like, when people are I saw Bigfoot, and they're it's just a bear or something.
Yeah, and there's, no, DNA proof, even though, when you watch the shows, they'll be we can't prove what it is, because it'll be, a crow's feather.
Yeah, that's why they always have, those history, I'm quoting history channel.
Yeah.
Because, they call it the History Channel, but they don't really have a lot of stuff on there. But then they have, Ancient Aliens and, the Bigfoot stuff. I'm sure they have TV shows just dedicated to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they have Monsters and Mysteries is a new one that took place of Monster Quest, which is, the most iconic cryptid thing in the world. And they have, Mountain Men. It's, these hillbillies that hunt cryptids.
Oh.
But, one of them, they had, they were hunting a cryptid. And they're oh, come on, Paul, it's cryptid. And all of a sudden someone threw, a stuffed animal cheetah down and said it was, Bigfoot. So, yeah, that's the kind of quality
you get from the cryptid television stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, tell us about some cryptid people. Are they people? Are they...
Just cryptids.
The cryptids and the cryptids. So, I guess we can start with Bigfoot because I'm pretty sure anybody who's listening to this probably knows who Bigfoot is. And if you don't, maybe you're living underneath a rock. I don't know.
Yeah.
You should just look up Bigfoot online, and there would be a billion articles. Anyways, we're gonna talk about Bigfoot. So, so we know he's big. And he has a big foot. Is that why he's called Bigfoot?
Yeah, that's actually the overall term for all the creatures. Because there's Yeti, and in Australia there's Yahweh, who just screams a lot. And there's Sasquatch, but Bigfoot's the overall name.
So basically, blood on the dance floor.
Yeah. And there's actually a lot
the screaming one, not the regular.
Well,
Bigfoot.
I feel they're all screaming.
Okay.
Well, basically.
Same.
They have when you watch Finding Bigfoot, they got Bobo, and he has perfected his Bigfoot calls.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, there's a lot of new theories about Bigfoot now that coincide with the ancient astronauts alien theories, and that he's underground. That's my dad's favorite. That he's underground. That's why people can't see him, because he's got caves and all. That
would actually make sense.
Yeah, because
Do you think he could be a caveman or something? You think? Is he immortal? Is Bigfoot immortal? Or they don't know?
No, they don't know. They don't know, that's the thing about cryptids, you don't really don't know. But
well, it's either they be immortal or they're gonna have to repopulate. If they keep seeing Bigfoot, he might have a family.
Well, that's that's one of the issues. Because, when people talk about, Bigfoot, obviously, Bigfoot, that's a single word.
Yeah.
And that's, scientists would be well, you had to have, a population to support it. But, there's probably a population.
You just don't know about it. And especially if they're underground.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
Actually, you know the original Patterson film? Where they had Bigfoot, just chugging down the walkway and he's like looking back like he's doing his fashion pose?
No.
Well, that's like the original film, like the first footage they have of him, and they always use it. But there's actually the unedited footage that was like lost.
Yeah.
Is actually the people that found Bigfoot. That's a woman. It's a woman Bigfoot that's in it. They think everybody considers it's a man. It's a woman.
Whoa.
And in the original film, you see her like in distress and she's screaming. And there's like a ditch on the side, and in the side is like her baby's dead because the people that discovered her. Like, killed the babies. Oh my god,
that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Poor Bigfoot woman.
Yeah, when she's
that's
looking
so
back,
sad.
it's not like she's just,
Yeah, like, oh my gosh. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I learned lots of stuff today. Jeez. Is there anything else we want to talk about Bigfoot?
There's like this thing where they're, like, going off into, like, different sections of Bigfoot. Like, they have Bat Squatch. And
that sounds kind of familiar.
Yeah, it's basically like Bigfoot wings, but honestly,
he
looks more like a wolf. Like, he has, like, a wolf face. That's, like, a newer one that's, like, doesn't have as many, like, accounts.
Yeah. Accounts. So, like, people just have, like, you have websites, I'm sure, too.
Yeah.
Well, I know people, like, the Tumblr blogs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, when I used to be on Tumblr, I followed someone who just had, like, Mothman stuff besides you.
Yeah, well, Mothman's, like...
He's, like, a big one.
Yeah,
he's
he
like
took over Bigfoot.
The OG Mothman.
Yeah, well, Bigfoot was, like, the most popular one now, because of, like, BuzzFeed and all.
Yeah.
Mothman's, like...
The Unsolved. Do they do stuff on cryptids, too? Or
yeah.
they just... What? Yeah. I didn't know that.
That's why Mothman's so popular right now, because they did it.
I didn't know that. I thought they just did, like, haunted houses and other stuff.
No, they did Goatman, too. That's, like, a popular one, because when they were on the Goatman Bridge, and like...
It sounds like...
Come take me, Goatman.
That sounds like a Satan thing.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay, I guess we'll talk about Mothman next.
Yeah, so his story is he's from Point Pleasant, West Virginia. And,
what a name.
Yeah. And it was like 1966 and 1967 are the only times he had accounts for. And that was only a year. And right after, right when his accounts ended was when the bridge collapsed and 47 people died. I think it was 46 people died.
Like Mothra.
Yeah, so he's like a forewarning of death and danger. And actually, there's been a lot more new accounts happening since, like, those 60s.
Yeah.
So people are like, oh, is this gonna, like, is something bad gonna happen? Or is it just like, oh, because of BuzzFeed and all, he's really popular, so people are like, oh, I'm seeing Mothman, when it's like a headlight. So we're gonna see, if anything.
It's like an omen, or like a... Like, you know, when they have, like, Greek gods and stuff, and they're just like, this one's lightning, this one's just like death.
Yeah.
Death.
Mothman is death. Mothman is Hades.
For real, except, I don't know, I feel like Hades got beat up on.
I agree.
But I don't know how people feel about Mothman, so.
He's really popular right now. Like, they have, like, those, like, weird accounts that are like, oh, Mothman's thick and all. Like,
don't people say that about Bigfoot, too? They're like, Bigfoot's thick. Yeah. And they're, like, saying he's, like, daddy and stuff.
Yeah, because they had that video, a year ago, they had a video, and it was, like, Bigfoot, and it was just, like, a corner of his shoulder, and it was, like, muscular, so people were like, oh, Bigfoot. Which, that's weird, but alright. Like...
Yeah, it's like, you do you.
Mm-hmm.
You do you.
If you think Bigfoot's hot, go ahead.
Go for it.
You like Mothman? Those eyes are gonna hurt when they stare at you, but go ahead.
I just imagine, like, Mothra, but, like, slightly smaller and, like, walking around. Because, like, I don't really know what Mothman is supposed to look like.
He's, like, literally looks like a hairy human being with, like...
Wings
and then
big
bright red eyes.
I was gonna say, like, regular eyes? Or is it like The Fly?
It looks like, I guess, like a flashlight, but a red beam flashlight. But, like, real bright.
It reminds me of, like, you know Codename Kids Next Door?
Mm-hmm.
They had, like, that thing looked like a mosquito mask or something. I don't remember.
Oh, like the plague doctor.
Yeah, that's what I imagine.
Yeah.
So what other cryptids are there? Well, you got the Loch Ness Monster. I don't know what other stuff is, though.
Well, like, the Loch Ness Monster, like, obviously you know the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah.
It lives in Scotland.
Yeah.
People say, oh, Nessie, and they think, like, oh, she's a nice little girl. She's pretty, like, they haven't had a lot of new Loch Ness stuff lately. They have, like, the most recent one was when they had her, like, past the castle, and then they made it into the meme of the giraffe in the ocean.
Yeah.
That's, like, the most recent, so they haven't had a lot. But they've talked a lot about more, like, they think it's a relative, like, Mowgli Meebly, who is, like, located in the Congo River in Africa, and they think that's, like, a dinosaur from 3,000 years ago. Like, the sauropods.
Like, the ones that sit at the way bottom of the ocean, kind of like that?
Yeah. And, what's weird is that those accounts match the Papua New Guinea accounts. Because, like, if you look up Papua New Guinea and cryptids, that's all there is. It's like, you go in there, and it's like a magical land where there's, like, you see, like, weird elephants and stuff like that have never been discovered. And they have, like, a lot of, like, river creatures there. Well, that's the account.
No, that actually, out of all of them, that one feels like it would make the most sense because, like, when they're like, this used to be at the bottom of the ocean, and it's, like, this, like, crazy, like, monster-looking thing, and they're like, and then it evolved into, like, an alligator, and it's like...
Yeah. Well, because, like...
Whoa! Especially, like, when you can't go, like, really far down into the ocean, because you know how deep the ocean is.
Yeah.
But, like, it's crazy.
I think the ocean creature is probably the most believable, just because of, like, how evolution works. Like, look at the alligator and crocodile. They haven't changed in, like, ever.
I know. That's what... They're, like, literally, they still look the same as they did, like...
Yeah, like, the Loch Ness Monster could have been perfection and just never changed.
I just imagine... Well, when they have pictures of the Loch Ness Monster, it's, like, a dinosaur in water. So I just imagine, like...
That's basically...
What's the dinosaur that eats leaves that has a long head?
Yeah, the Brontosaurus.
I just imagine, like, that, like, swimming...
Yeah.
But, like, little tiny stumpy legs trying to swim.
They had a lot of
like
dinosaurs.
Like a turtle.
They had a lot of dinosaurs, like, with the Brontosaurus neck, just, like...
like chilling.
Like Plesiosaurus or something like that.
Yeah. That's so cool. Is there any other cryptids that you want to talk about?
Yeah. They have, like, the Chupacabra.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, like, the first ever account of Chupacabra was actually, like, around, like, the 80s. And it was, like, the woman that saw it, she, like, described, like, this creature that was, like, really slimy and, like, alien-like. Because the night before, she had saw Species after it first came out. And her description matched the Species alien exactly. And actually, since, like, the time span from then to now, Chupacabra's image changed from, like, an alien. Like, when you watch Billy and Mandy, they had, like, the Chupacabra's Billy's best friend and looked like an alien. Now, it's literally just, like, a coyote-dog mix.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The Scooby-Doo Monsters in Mexico, it looks like a wolfman or something, but, like, without a snout, just like a normal face, just really hairy.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that they, like, used to look like aliens and stuff like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think it was cooler like that. Cause it was
more like aliens.
Yeah. Instead of, like, oh, this dog has mange.
Yeah.
And he likes to eat my chickens. Like, that's what it is basically now.
Yeah.
Which is more believable, I mean.
And also, probably less scary for people. I don't know. I feel like I would be more scared of, like, an alien, slimy alien, be like, Rah.
Yeah, like the mouth was supposed to be, like, a circle with just, like, teeth. Like, a bloodsucker, exactly.
Ooh, like a leech.
Yeah. Because that's what Chupacabra means, is bloodsucker.
I didn't know that.
They got the name from the bird that's, like, there's, like, this bird that's, like, really, like, annoying and it, like, sucks blood and it's just terrible in general.
I'm learning a lot. I really am. Because I didn't know that. I didn't even know that kind of bird existed. That's crazy. The world has so many possibilities out there that you don't know, where it comes from, like, the ocean, all that. It's just so much unknown in there. Even, like, aliens, like...
Yeah.
You don't know what's out there. You know there's something out there, but you don't know exactly.
Yeah, like there's this, like, quote about the first, like, time they discovered a kangaroo, and it was, like, among these big trees was found a monstrous beast with the head of a fox, the hands of a man, the tail of a monkey, and the wonderful provision of nature, a bag to carry his young. Like, that's wild. That's such a wild description. And, like, when you think of, like, all these cryptids, you're like, they sound, like, weird like that. Honestly, Bigfoot sounds probably less weird than that.
Yeah.
So, like, if a kangaroo is real, like, why can't other stuff be real?
Yeah, that's a good point.
But, like, yeah, they use that a lot of times to, like, go against, like, cryptozoology. Like, oh, you can't use, like, that's a fallacy to just be like, well, it could not exist. But, like, honestly, that's not a bad argument.
Yeah.
It's like any argument.
Exactly.
It's like Schrodinger's cat. Like, is the cat in there? Is he dead? Is he? You don't
Who
know.
knows?
Yeah.
Wow. Is there anything else you'd like to say about cryptids?
I got a few more for you.
Go for it.
They got the Jersey Devil. I know you know the hockey team, but do you know like the origin story?
No, I don't.
Mother Leeds had 12 kids.
Whose mother leads?
The woman that birthed the Jersey Devil, she had 12 kids, and he was her 13th child. And they couldn't afford all those kids, so she was like praying to the devil to get the kid away. So the devil overcame the baby, and when she birthed the baby, out came the Jersey Devil with like wings and like the face of like a bull and like a lion's tail and just every creature in one.
That's crazy.
And just flew out the window and just terrorized everyone in Pine Barrens ever since.
Oh my gosh. The fact that it's the number 13 too, because people are always like, the 13 number's evil, blah, 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 blah. You know, stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's even worse. When did that happen?
I think it was like, I'm not sure when time it happened, but it was during like cottage times when they had like cottages in the forest.
Yeah.
So like, wherever you apply that. But like they still see sightings like to this day.
I
Like,
just imagine like a normal hospital and like the baby's just like, surprise, bitch. And then like goes out the window and's like fire breath.
That'd be a great movie.
Honestly, Chucky reboot,
Yeah.
but instead of Chucky, you just have that. It probably would be a really good movie. Especially like people love doing movies where they just have like things like,
Just combine stuff.
and then people would be like, did you really see it? Type of thing.
Will they actually have a Jersey Devil movie where the guy's like one of the guys from Vampire Diaries, what's his name, Steven or whatever, Stefan, whatever. The one that's married to Anna Paquin.
The one that's not Ian Somerhalder.
Ian Somerhalder.
Wait, he's not in that.
Wait, I'm saying did I say Vampire Diaries? I meant True Blood.
Okay.
Yeah. Just think about Vampire Diaries lately, you know. But yeah, the guy that's not Alexander Skarsgård, the other guy, he's in the movie, and it's like the Jersey Devil, and it's like he sees it, and he's like, is it here? Is it not? Am I insane? And then like in the end, like
It was there all
yeah, it
along.
was there. They had a showdown in the forest.
I just imagine like basically Chucky with wings, just fighting this man from the Vampire Diaries. That actually sounds like a pretty good movie.
I think it'd be a good movie. I think it'd be a good B movie. Everybody would see it. It'd be like Sharknado, just
less popular.
probably more.
Maybe.
Ian Somerhalder in there, everybody's gonna see it.
Oh yeah, for sure. So, we got the Jersey Devil. What's next?
They have the Dover Demon, who is like, it was spotted in Massachusetts in the 70s, and it's basically an alien. Like, it looks exactly like an alien. The descriptions all look like an alien. Every time they've seen him, he's like crouched over on top of a tree or like a post or something. So, he's probably an alien. So, there you go, kids. Aliens are real. They just call them the Dover Demon.
I was expecting something completely different from that. Not just, it's an alien, you know?
Yeah, well, because, like, you think the name. Like...
Yeah, you think it's, like, some spooky... Is it evil?
I don't think... It doesn't have any, like... It's not, like, evil connotations like Mothman.
Yeah.
Like, if anything, like, he looks like a cute little alien. It's not like the Greys. He's, like, tiny. He's, like, 2 foot, 3 foot.
Oh.
Got a big head.
So, like, Paul, but...
Tinier.
Tiny and more cute.
Yeah.
So, like a cat.
Yeah. They could have just called it the Dover Cat.
I just imagine Nugget. Nugget is my roommate and I's cat. I just imagine Nugget. Because I have this picture of him, and he has a really big head in it, and I'm like, big head, tiny body.
Like a baby.
Yeah. He's like a baby. So cute. He's a cryptid.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Except everybody's seen him, so.
Well, it's like, what? With that picture when he's in the, like, Christmas tree?
I know, with his eyes really
You
bright.
should just Photoshop it in the forest.
And then he's a cryptid. I will do that.
Mm-hmm.
After we record this, I'm going to make it. That should be the photo for the video.
There you
Oh
go.
my gosh.
There you go.
Perfect.
Oh my god. Full circle.
Really came full circle there. Yeah.
But yeah, they have, Lizard Man.
Ooh, that sounds like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The lizard. His name is just a lizard, right?
Yeah, he's just a lizard. There's, like, a lot. He's kind of like Bigfoot in the fact there's a lot of different lizard mans. Like, there's, like, an alligator one and all this. But lizard man's, like, the blanket statement.
Yeah.
He's kind of more, like, in the swamp and, like, Florida and all.
Kind of like the guru. Is that what it's called? You know the thing when you go to the zoo
Mm-hmm.
and they have that section about the swamp?
Oh, like the swamp creature?
Yes.
No, he looks like a lizard. Like,
Okay.
if it's in Florida, it's probably, like, a guy dressing up as a lizard, to be honest with you. Like, that's what the accounts sound like.
Yeah.
Like, Goat Man, like, he's probably just,
A man dressed as a goat.
yeah, not an evolutionary hybrid.
Oh, I was watching a movie the other day, and Army Hammer's in it. It's called Sorry to Bother You. This is going to be spoilers for anybody, but there was this one part where he was mutating the humans into horse people, and that's what that reminds me of when you say people dressed up as goats. It was really, like, the whole movie was, like, it's meant to be strange, and I like that, but, like, they were just, like, Army Hammer is, like, the bad guy, and he was, like,
Oh, is it like Daniel Radcliffe and, no, Justin Long in
In
a
the Tusk?
walrus. Tusk, yeah.
I've never seen that, so I don't know.
Don't see that if you ever want to eat again. Because that last image of him as a walrus with a tear going down his eye is literally just like his like face photoshopped on top of a walrus. And it's just terrifying.
That sounds... I've been wanting to see that, but I don't know if it's my vibe.
I feel like if you look up the photos of it first.
And then that will make my decision.
Yeah. Because I read I didn't watch it, I just read the Wikipedia plot like I do with every movie. It's the same thing. It's like just exactly like watching a movie just in 3 seconds.
It's true. That's how you find out a lot of plots for movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got, the Thunderbird, too.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
The one that reminds me of Hilda.
Yeah. And it's, like, a lot of it, like, Thunderbird is, like, attached to, like, a lot of, like, Native American stuff. Because, like, you know, they had, like, eagles and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, like, they had this account, if anybody remembers this episode of Monster Quest, one of the best episodes, the guy was, like, a little boy, and then all of a sudden he saw the Thunderbird, and it picked him up by his back, and it, like, he, like, got dropped because he was, like, kicking around and all, and then so it dropped him. But to this day, he still has the scars on his back of the talons of the bird. So, like, and people, like, you can't say, like, oh, that was just a really big owl. No,
Yeah.
That's
wow, that's crazy. That seems like even one of the, besides, like, the Loch Ness Monster, I mean, he's got the scars to prove it, you know?
Yeah. So, like, yeah.
They're really out here.
They're really out here. They're, like, damaging people's lives.
Apparently. Well, at least, I don't know if it was gonna, like, pick him up and, like, bring him to something. Who knows? I guess he doesn't because he lived to tell the tale.
Just, like, hold on and be like, let me see where this ride goes.
And then you're like, I might die. But you'll never know. Unless he was, like, a sacrifice, but I don't know. They don't really sacrifice.
No.
He just got picked up.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Bird was just like, he's shiny.
Shiny.
He's going on my nest. That'd be a big nest.
Definitely. Because, like, big bird, big nest.
Mm-hmm.
And on Hilda, the Thunderbird actually can transform into a little bird when he wants to be. And then he becomes a big bird. It's really cool. I suggest watching that show. It's like got monsters and creatures, and it's really cute and it's awesome. So shout out to Hilda for being an awesome Netflix show. It is a cartoon, but you know what? Cartoons are awesome.
Yes, they are. Well, that's like a lot of like the Native American creatures. Like it's spirits, so they can transform. Like the Wendigo, it's a cannibal spirit.
Yeah.
So it's not just like
Until Dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
that actually gave me nightmares for a small amount of time. I never finished the game, but it was like just it showed up in my nightmares, and I was like,
A lot of people
I'm
have
okay.
nightmares about that. The Wendigo, like a lot of people will feel like they'll see it in their dreams, even though they haven't seen it at any time in the week.
Yeah.
So they'll think, oh, is it like the spirit trying to like talk to me or get to me or something?
Ooh.
Yeah, because like they had one account. This woman was on a train. Well, he has a train, and the guy next to her was like acting really weird, and he was like fidgeting around or something. And there was another guy on the train, and the guy that was like fidgeting around attacked the guy and like bit off his neck and stuff. So like they believe that was the Wendigo spirit.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
like bath salts.
Yeah. Like top 10 spooky cryptids.
Mhm.
He's number 1. Cuz I mean, you got the Jersey Devil. It's like basically a demon baby flying around, but
you really don't.
Cannibalism.
Yeah.
Just being inflicted by like a demon, that's more freaky to me. So
Yeah. Well, like you don't really, even though like this Jersey Devil's like a demon, which honestly, the Dover demon would have been a better name for the Jersey
for that
Devil.
one instead of
Yeah, like you still don't like see like those type of creatures like having like physical like accounts like that, where it's just like
yeah.
the
This
birds like scratching people and the Wendigos like eating people's face off
and possessing people.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah. That's a no for me.
Yeah, Bigfoot ain't never did that.
Yeah, Bigfoot,
He's
he's the OG.
around. Yeah.
He just walked around. He's the one who got harmed.
Yeah.
Or she.
Mhm.
She's the one who got harmed. Wow. We really be out here.
Yeah, that's just the tip of it. There's like hundreds and hundreds of cryptids.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought there was like a handful of them maybe, but apparently there's just so much more you can go into.
Yeah, like if you go on like Wikia and all that, they have like A to Z cryptids. But like there's books where it's just like 800 pages of just like cryptids.
The Encyclopedia of Cryptids. I'm sure they
That's
had
literally
that.
a book. That's
Oh my
literally a book,
gosh. Dude, that's wild. So if you want to learn more about cryptids, check out your local library. But
Yeah.
probably not. Look it up online or just buy it online. I don't know how expensive encyclopedias are. Probably like $50 or something.
I think it was like $18 to $24.
That's not bad for an encyclopedia at all.
Yeah, because I was gonna get it, but then I'm cheap.
A move.
So don't be cheap and get your encyclopedia.
For the cryptids. Do it for the cryptids. Because they're out there for you. But not really, because most of them are trying to hide. It feels like. So.
Yeah, Loch Ness Monster. According to Scooby-Doo, she's just going in those caves underground, trying to get away
Oh, yeah.
from the people that own the castles in Scotland.
It's so crazy about Scooby-Doo. Like, they just pull cryptid stuff out all the time.
I don't know. Remember, like, the Alien episode? The Area 51? When, like, Shaggy was dating a girl. And
Yes!
And Scooby
Yes!
was dating a girl, and they were both aliens?
Aliens? Yes.
That was nuts.
Yeah, that one's red shirt Shaggy hair?
Yeah.
Wild.
Mm-hmm.
Because no one ever talks about that.
No.
Remind me to tell you something about Scooby-Doo after this.
Okay.
Or do we have anything else to talk about? Or are we...
I think that's good. I think
All
that's enough cryptid info. Because there's just...
There's so much more. Like we said, get that encyclopedia, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Just get it. So, thank you for coming on the show
Thank you for
to talk
having me.
about cryptids. You are welcome. And thank you guys for listening. As always, thank you. I appreciate everyone who listens to this. And have a great night.